Hey guys, Harptronics here, and there's a lot of stuff. It doesn't look that big on camera, but let me walk up to some of these things. I mean, obviously you got an excavator, yeah. But then there's these giant plastic things, and these other giant plastic things. D-box, perforated pipe, solid pipe, all these other crazy things. What is this? No idea. But at some point, all of this is going to end up in the ground to make a septic system. A sand-filtered septic system with an outdoor pump to bring up the height of the effluent over to the drain field, which will be out in that direction. I can point with my glove fingers. And wow, there's a lot of dirt. See, the top's open. They got this roughed in, which is pretty cool. Hopefully they flushed out that pipe a little bit. I mean, I'm sure they had to get dirt out of it and stuff, as it were, but yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Gonna take a walk over here to where the sand filter actually is. So lots of mud, water. Obviously this land is gonna need to get swaled in a different direction to try and keep water from just running straight downhill into this septic system. But here you can see this is the actual sand, and looks like they have some grade lines along the perimeter there, and they've raked this, got a bit more to put in still, it looks like. This is actually shallower than we thought it would be, which is good, which is one of the reasons why we did a pump, because that basement sewage line is so far underground that really the only practical way to deal with it was to raise up the effluent with a pump. Another distribution box there. Pretty crazy stuff. Smells like dirt. See, they left their story pole, or whatever you want to call that, out here. My task for today is to move the scaffold and stuff out of the way, because as soon as they finish this, they're going to be ready for doing rough grade and then probably right into final grade. And if there's stuff in the way, it's only going to slow things down. So that's the plan. This here, which for perspective is over here, is the stake where our well is eventually going to go. So you saw the septic system before it was buried. Now it's been buried, which indicates that it has been inspected, and those infiltrators and everything are all in the ground. Obviously there's still some dirt around, because I think when they do grade, they're going to put a bit of a swale around this area so that the water doesn't just flow down from this hill right into the sand filter and everything and kind of flood it out too much. Try to just keep that moisture level a bit more moderated. These are the access points for the septic tank. It's a 2-compartment septic tank, and then there is also a pump station in here. So these will be the access points to those, and they have risers on them because the septic tank is so low in the ground. So they have these big plastic risers on them, but that's all good. That's all installed. And then since there's a pump thing, this is the conduit for that, and that comes up here to an alarm. So it's got a light on it and an alarm that's super loud out here. I don't see how loud it is in terms of decibels, but I'm assured that it is extremely loud, and since we're going to be walking into the house every day up these stairs that'll eventually be here, there's going to be no chance of us missing that. And it'll probably be hooked up to, there's an alarm portion of this circuit that'll probably be hooked up to the lights somewhere in the house, so they won't even be able to turn the lights on if that alarm is tripped, meaning the pump is not working anymore. One other thing to show you is I have the conduit in the ground for the electrical service. Obviously there's no service actually on the house yet, but the pipe is all in place. There's nothing in the pipe yet, but the trench is here, and it goes all the way down underground electrical service. This will be across the driveway, takes a turn here, and then continues all the way down to the pole, even though the pole is actually going to need to be changed. So there's going to be some sand put in here, and then this will be filled, and that'll be ready for electrical. So lots of interesting stuff happening outside. Hopefully this coming week the grade will be finished. Obviously not with this, but they're bringing over a dozer to do the rest. And this land will be significantly higher around the house, especially up in this area here where it's sunk down pretty low since the initial backfill. Alright, as always, thank you for watching. See you.